Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd just do, a nice chatty get ready with me because I haven't put makeup on for a very long time. So this is a bit of a shock to me. I'm like, wow, I look like this. Wow. But yeah, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a chatty get ready with me and talk to you guys about staying motivated and staying productive. And so yeah, keep watching if you want to see. Let's start the chat, shall we? I kind of wanted to say like where I am with motivation. Now, my motivation is not the best. I definitely have days where I am not as motivated. Usually the days where I don't really have any structure around my day and I have nothing really like making me get up and do something. I mean, it's usually like on weekends and holidays, school holidays, where I feel unmotivated, and it's usually because like I don't have anything to get up for. Like, yeah, I've got work to do, but there's nowhere that I need to be. And I mean, things that get me more unmotivated is when like I have a lot of homework due in, or I have a lot of just stuff to do that I don't really feel like doing. While I'm just sat in bed, I'll be thinking, oh my god, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, blah blah blah, but I'm not doing it, which is a bit of an issue. So yeah, I am gonna look crazy for this next part, but we just have to trust the process. So I mean, some stuff that I guess has helped with my motivation on the days where, I have like nothing to get up for, if I just find myself like lying in bed like doing nothing and I realize, oh my god, I should be up, I should be doing something at least, that's when I'll use like the countdown method, countdown from 5 in your head, and as soon as you reach 1, like, you have to get up. No excuses, like you have to be up. Another thing that has really helped me, especially during this lockdown, because obviously there's not really much structure to my day apart from like online school. So what I do is at the beginning of the day, I literally write down every single thing that I need to do, like literally every single little thing, whether it's just to send an email off to someone or to buy a book that I've been meaning to read, or like literally anything like that, I find really helps me. Like, you can even put like make your bed down on the list and like do the little things and tick them off like as soon as you've done them. Like, it's really like rewarding to see that you've actually done something today. Like, you can look through your ticks and be like, oh my god, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that, and it sort of gives you more motivation. Like, once you've done the little things, you've seen them ticked off and you're like, oh, this isn't actually that bad, like at least I'm doing stuff. And something that I found that's helped me really during lockdown, getting a change of scenery really helps. So I go out for walks or runs or whatever, and just make sure to get out, get some fresh air. When it's raining, I end up just going on like one of those meditation apps and doing some meditation, which sounds really weird, but I promise you it's actually really good for you. But I would highly recommend, if the weather is good, to get out and just go see something else that's not your desk, because your desk and your laptop are very boring things. And I find when I go on walks, like it sort of gives me time to think about some things. So like if I am not sure on, I guess, like what video to film or anything like that, like it's actually really helpful to go on a walk, have some time to myself, just think about it. Obviously we don't have anything to really inspire us inside because we see it like all the time, so I think getting out and going on a walk is really good. What I've found really helps sort of keep me alert in lessons, because obviously we don't want to be missing out on lesson content. Like, that is my A-levels, so we need to be listening. So what I do between lessons is I get up and stretch, anything that sort of keeps your muscles awake and moving. And also this one thing, call it 20-20-20, I think a lot of people know of it actually, but basically it's this thing to keep your like eyes not as sore. So every 20 minutes you get up and you look at something 20 meters away for 20 seconds, and I try to do that as often as I can. Obviously I can't really do it every 20 minutes because my lessons are longer than 20 minutes, but like I will do it in between every lesson while I'm having a stretch. I just look out my window at something. Another tip that I have, like if I am having like a really unproductive day and I'm just like lay in bed for like 4 hours, what I find helps is to get up and just like go have a shower, go wash my face, go do something that sort of refreshes my body, then like just get straight into doing something. Like I'll go have a shower and I'll go make my to-do list like straight away and just get into doing stuff. I like to keep my space clean. I don't know if that's just me, just because like I like to keep it clean. I literally don't know. It sort of makes me more motivated to actually go sit at my desk and do the work. Obviously, you know, we're not getting to see many people apart from your family or whoever you live with, and so it's sort of, it becomes very, very repetitive. You know, it's nice to just have something different in your life that you don't really experience every day. And so I think what has really helped me is sort of just like talking to friends that aren't like necessarily, you don't speak to every day. So like people who aren't in your online classes or people who you don't text every day, like just text them and you might have a good conversation about something. Stick to like a routine every day, specifically with like sleeping schedules and stuff like that. I think it's really important that we are sticking to a good sleeping schedule. I find myself going to sleep these days at around 10 to 12 p.m. Otherwise I don't want to feel groggy in the morning and feel like tired for online school, because that just makes me more unmotivated. So let's not do that. One of the best pieces of advice that I have probably received is, as soon as you wake up, like get up, like get out of bed. Don't just be lying in your bed, because for me, like that is such a big issue, especially as I said on like holidays and weekends. Like if I just lie in bed, like I will stay there for hours and hours on end, and then when I finally get up it will be like 1 p.m. and like half the day's gone, and I feel more like unmotivated then. And I have some important things for everyone to remember right now. Being locked away in our houses is not exactly the best situation. Like obviously it has to be done, but it's not exactly something that we want to be doing. So I think something that's really, really important to remember is that people who are posting on social media, who are really like, who are posting, you know, them being productive, what they've achieved today, what they've done today, blah blah blah, like don't worry about them. Do you know what I mean? Like don't let them affect you, especially if you're feeling unmotivated and unproductive, or if you feel like they've done more than you. Like just don't let it affect you, because everyone works at different paces and lockdown is not a productivity contest. Like let's put it that way. I think just don't compare yourself to people online on social media, because obviously everyone is at their own pace. You know, they're probably not sharing a lot of the stuff that they are going through, and I think that is just important to remember. If it is harming you, just don't look at it, because there's no point in just like making yourself feel worse about your situation. If you genuinely feel as if you cannot like do anything that day, if you just feel like you want a day off, which I do feel like sometimes as well, just don't do anything too strenuous that day. You know, you can sort of have a spa day to yourself, which is what I like to do. I like to make sure that I'm still doing something and I'm not just sat in bed like watching Netflix or TikTok for hours on end, because I find myself, I just don't like that from myself. But obviously if that works for you, you do you. Try and make the most out of it. Don't get too stressed if you can't do things that day, and don't get too stressed if you have too much going on. Like just take a step back and realize, okay, maybe this is what I need to do to get my motivation going, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so that is it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any comments down below. If you just want to have a chat, you can DM me on Instagram separately. Also, if you just want to have a chat, I'm open to talking about anything if you feel like you want to talk to someone. And yeah, I think that's it. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.